Dorothy sits at her kitchen table, hands numb, a cold coffee beside her, as mockingbirds chirp outside. A photograph slides across the polished wood, revealing Frank with another woman. A profound chill envelops Dorothy, seeping into her very bones. The cheerful birdsong outside starkly contrasts the chilling silence within her. Her voice, hollow, whispers, "Everything in me went cold." 3 years earlier, a quiet grief hangs heavy in the air as I methodically pack cardboard boxes. My home on Maple Crest Drive, once vibrant with Gerald's presence, now stands starkly empty around me. Each box holds four years of shared memories, a silent testament to a love now lost. This brutal new chapter, forced upon me by loss, begins with the quiet act of packing. A panoramic view of Sunridge Pines unfolds, revealing meticulously manicured lawns stretching towards the horizon. The sparkling community pool shimmers under the sun, a beacon of pristine, almost unsettling perfection. The idyllic scene is almost too perfect, hinting at a superficial beauty that hides deeper truths. A profound silence descends with the setting sun, a stark contrast to the daytime's vibrant facade. The eerie quietness emphasizes the narrator's past conviction that this tranquil, artificial world was enough. At a small dining table, Dorothy pores over a crossword puzzle, a dull headache throbbing behind her eyes. The door is ajar, and Ruthie, vibrant and mischievous, leans against the frame, her smile infectious. Ruthie's playful threat hangs in the air. "If you don't come to the welcome night mixer, I'm coming over later to eat your lemon cake." Dorothy, with a sigh of mock defeat, concedes, Fine, you win. I'll be there." A shared moment of playful victory and grudging acceptance fills the apartment's cozy space. I hesitantly step into the Sunridge Pines community hall, a vibrant hum of chatter and laughter filling the air around me. My eyes wander, taking in the bustling scene, a silent observer amidst the lively crowd. My gaze settles on the punch bowl, a simple focal point in the joyful chaos. A whisper in my mind echoes, "This is the last time everything felt simple." In the vibrant community hall of Sunridge Pines, Frank Bellamy, a tall, silver-haired man, stands beside the punch bowl. His face radiates an easy, infectious smile, a beacon of warmth amidst the lively chatter. He throws his head back, a hearty laugh echoing, clearly enjoying the activity's director's words. From a distance, I observe him, a quiet curiosity stirring within me, drawn to his captivating presence. His joyous spirit fills the room, painting a picture of contentment and genuine happiness. In the community hall, Frank, with kind eyes and a gentle demeanor, introduces himself to the group. His voice, soft and thoughtful, carries across the room as he begins to share stories from his past. He speaks of his life as a retired school principal from Flagstaff, a subtle sadness in his gaze. Frank reveals, "Hello everyone, my name is Frank. I'm a retired school principal from Flagstaff." His voice wavers as he continues, "My wife passed away 2 years ago." A profound sorrow etched on his face. Tears well in his eyes as he confesses, "I had to leave my golden retriever biscuit with my daughter. It was hard." In the community hall, a chilling realization dawns. Frank's story was a meticulously crafted deception. Every detail, a calculated move, placed with sinister precision to ensnare the unsuspecting heart. In that moment, an illusion of a man consumed by the simple grief of a lost dog. He appeared as a beacon of solace, offering comfort in the raw aftermath of despair, a cruel trick of perception, where relief was merely a prelude to a deeper, more profound sorrow. Weeks later, in the Sunridge Pines dining room, soft morning light bathes Frank and me at our table. Plates of eggs over easy and steaming coffee cups sit between us, a comforting morning ritual. The morning paper, a familiar barrier, is spread open, its pages a canvas for shared quiet. Frank's eyes, focused and intent, scan the sports section, seeking the baseball scores. This small, unwavering ritual brings a deep sense of normalcy and warmth to the quiet morning. The gentle hum of the dining room creates a backdrop of peace, a testament to enduring companionship. Inside the bustling community dining room at Sunridge Pines, a quiet shift begins. A subtle, profound change stirs within, deep beneath the surface. The heart, once thought sealed and impenetrable, now trembles on the verge of opening. A tiny crack appears, fragile yet potent, promising release. Through this nascent opening, a sliver of hope, luminous and tender, begins to penetrate. A nascent connection, a fragile tendril of light, finds its way into the heart, defying its former closure. The soft evening light bathes the Sunridge Pines lawn, carrying the distant melody of a Sunday concert. Frank and I sit side by side on the grass, our hands clasped, a silent testament to our enduring affection. Across the lawn, Ruthie winks, a knowing smile playing on her lips, acknowledging our quiet joy. Other residents watch with warm affection, their murmurs of Sunridge sweethearts reaching our ears like a gentle blessing. A gentle breeze rustles through the spring air, carrying the scent of new blooms and the sweetness of shared love. On the pristine lawn of Sunridge Pines, a figure stands, bathed in the soft light of a new day. A complex mix of embarrassment and secret delight dances across their face, a private moment unfolding. The manicured landscape offers no judgment, only silent witness to an internal renaissance. At 71, an unexpected connection blossoms, defying the quiet expectations of age. A gaze filled with affection, a feeling once thought lost, now vividly reborn. The lawn stretches out, a canvas for this profound, late-life rediscovery of connection. In Dorothy's cozy apartment, an unspoken tension hangs heavy between her and Frank as they share the evening. Frank glances at his ringing phone, his expression shifting subtly before he excuses himself. He steps out, a hushed "just a minute" escaping his lips, leaving Dorothy alone with her thoughts. Dorothy watches him go, her mind rationalizing his actions as maturity, avoiding a deeper, unsettling truth. In the quiet darkness of her apartment, Dorothy lies awake, the unsettling echo of Frank's call clinging to her. A profound unease settles upon her, a heavy blanket of unspoken fears. She consciously avoids the truth, a silent agreement with herself not to look closer. Her reluctance to face what she wasn't ready for is a palpable weight in the stillness of the night. The shadows deepen around her, mirroring the unresolved anxieties within. A sharp knock echoes through the quiet apartment, cutting through the morning stillness of a late October Wednesday. Dorothy approaches the door, a flicker of curiosity in her eyes as she reaches for the knob. Helen, the retired schoolteacher from next door, stands rigidly, her posture tense and unyielding. Her usually observant gaze is now tight with concern, a stark shift in her demeanor. She appears braced, ready to deliver news that Dorothy instinctively knows will be unwelcome. Helen guides me into the kitchen, the familiar space now heavy with an unspoken tension, a silent weight settling over us. She places a cup before me, a simple gesture that holds a world of unspoken comfort and concern. Delicate tendrils of steam rise from the cup, a fragile plume against the backdrop of our strained silence. The air between us thickens, charged with unuttered emotions and the echoes of past conversations. My gaze falls to the cup, a small anchor in the turbulent sea of my thoughts. Its warmth a stark contrast to the chill in the room. Every breath feels heavy, each moment stretched taut, as the unspoken words hang suspended, waiting to break. In Dorothy's kitchen, a photograph slides across the table, its arrival heavy with unspoken meaning. It's a Facebook printout, a modern ghost of a memory, its glossy surface holding a silent accusation. My breath catches a sharp, involuntary gasp as the image reveals its shocking truth. Frank, clad in the blue button-down I once admired, stands with his arm entwined around a dark-haired woman, her turquoise blouse a vibrant, cool splash of color against the sudden chill in my heart. In Dorothy's kitchen, a worn photograph is held gently, its edges softened by time and touch. The image reveals a woman with a wide, easy smile, her eyes sparkling with warmth. She stands beside Frank, their closeness radiating comfort and a profound sense of belonging. Beneath the treasured image, a caption is etched, a silent testament to enduring love. The words unfold: "Anniversary dinner with my love." A heartfelt declaration of devotion. 43 years and still going strong. In Dorothy's kitchen, the silent date of October 14th, a Saturday, flashes like a stark accusation. This was the very Saturday Frank claimed to be visiting his daughter in distant Tucson. The scattered fragments of a painful truth begin to click into place with chilling precision. Each piece aligns, revealing a devastating picture that crushes the heart. A silent scream echoes in the quiet kitchen as the cruel reality unfolds. In Dorothy's kitchen, I sit frozen in stunned silence, a chilling stillness gripping my soul. My hands grow numb, the coffee before me turns to an icy, forgotten brew, mirroring my internal chill. A distinct metallic taste fills my mouth, a bitter prelude to the turmoil within. Outside, mockingbirds argue in the mesquite tree, their shrill calls a cruel counterpoint to my silent suffering. Their vibrant song is a stark, mocking contrast to the silent, suffocating chaos engulfing my mind. In Dorothy's kitchen, a mundane thought about watering geraniums flickers through a mind reeling from shock. The simple task becomes a fragile anchor as life's foundations begin to crumble. A silent struggle unfolds, the weight of an unimaginable truth pressing down. The world outside the window seems distant as a silent scream echoes within her soul. In Dorothy's kitchen, the quiet hum of the refrigerator fills the silence, a gentle backdrop to the unfolding narrative. Helen's voice, soft yet clear, breaks the stillness, introducing a new layer of intrigue into the quiet space. His wife's name is Lorraine, married since 1981. Helen reveals, her words painting a vivid picture of a long-standing union. She continues, "She's a dental hygienist still working, picks up extra shifts some weekends." Helen's calm delivery of these intimate details hints at a deeper, unspoken story, adding a layer of mystery. The kitchen, once silent, now feels charged with the weight of these personal revelations, leaving an air of anticipation. In Dorothy's quiet kitchen, Helen's voice hums low, a deceptive calm before a storm of revelation. The chilling echo of "not every weekend" reverberates, a cold truth slicing through the air. Frank's meticulous deception sharpens into focus, a carefully constructed lie unraveling before their eyes. Helen reveals the stark, damning truth. She comes when she can, but not every weekend. The precision of the lie is laid bare. Lorraine's weekends, Dorothy's weekdays, a betrayal etched in time. In Dorothy's kitchen, the morning light does little to lift the heavy gloom that envelops me. The brutal truth hits me like a physical blow. I was just a slot on his calendar, not a person. A bitter wave of shame washes over me, a metallic taste in my mouth as manipulation's sting burns. I grapple with the profound alienation, feeling like a stranger adrift in the currents of my own life. In Dorothy's kitchen, Helen offers a comforting hand, her presence a silent support in the warm, familiar space. With a deep breath, Dorothy dials Frank's number, the anticipation a tangible weight in the room. Frank's voice, bright and unexpectedly cheerful, instantly fills the silence. His words, "Dorothy, good timing, I was just thinking about you," echo with an uncanny serendipity. A flicker of surprise, then a faint smile touches Dorothy's lips as she processes his words. Helen squeezes Dorothy's hand, a shared moment of relief and connection passing between them. In Dorothy's kitchen, the air hangs heavy with unspoken secrets, a palpable tension filling every corner. My voice, steady yet trembling from deep within my soul, breaks the suffocating quietude. The stark question hangs in the air, creating a deafening silence. "Tell me about Lorraine." In the profound, breathless silence that follows, a chilling understanding dawns, revealing everything. In Dorothy's kitchen, the ignored signs of a life unshared now scream a brutal truth, echoing in the silent room. The memory of uninvited calls and a mistaken schedule twist into a painful realization. Frank's voice cuts through the air, desperate and pleading. "Dorothy, I can explain." His words hang heavy, a fragile attempt to mend what feels irrevocably broken. In her quiet kitchen, Dorothy's voice cuts through the silence, sharp and resolute. "Don't." The phone clicks, a sound of finality echoing in the still air, severing a painful connection. Her eyes, filled with a deep hurt, reflect the shame of a woman who feels like a fool at 71. A profound sense of betrayal washes over Dorothy, leaving her to confront the quiet anguish of her heart. As evening descends, Frank's insistent knocking echoes through Dorothy's silent apartment, a jarring intrusion. Dorothy remains seated in her armchair, a picture of stillness, the television off, amplifying the unwelcome sound. Each knock resonates with growing urgency, Frank's presence a palpable weight beyond the door. Dorothy's gaze is fixed, unblinking, betraying no sign of recognition or intent to respond. The silence in the room grows heavy, a stark contrast to the persistent, unanswered summons from outside. A single, mysterious note silently slips under Dorothy's door, a whisper of an unexpected intrusion. Dorothy bends, her fingers brushing the cool wood as she retrieves the neatly penned words, a sigh escaping her lips. With deliberate, almost ritualistic movements, she carefully folds the note into precise thirds. She walks to the kitchen, a quiet determination in her stride, the note held loosely in her hand. The note drops into the trash, settling amongst the coffee grounds, banished from sight where it belonged. 3 days later, a sudden, sharp knock echoes through the quiet apartment, breaking the Saturday morning calm. Dorothy opens the door, revealing Lorraine, composed and striking, her presence immediately commanding attention. Lorraine stands before her, a vision more captivating than any photograph could capture, her beauty undeniable. Her eyes, deep pools of emotion, hold a familiar, unsettling mix of confusion and wounded intelligence. A silent tension hangs in the air, a silent question passing between the two women. The morning light illuminates the unspoken history and complex emotions etched onto Lorraine's face. In Dorothy's apartment, Lorraine stands at the threshold, her eyes reflecting a pain Dorothy intimately recognizes. A silent acknowledgement passes between them, a shared history of sorrow hanging in the air. Dorothy steps back, the door widening, an unspoken invitation to enter her sanctuary. Lorraine's voice breaks the quiet, a confession. "You're Dorothy. I think we should talk." The words hang, heavy with anticipation, as Lorraine steps across the threshold, entering Dorothy's world. In Dorothy's kitchen, two women in their 70s sit at a table, coffee cups untouched between them. Their faces, etched with the wisdom of age, are stern and focused. They exchange knowing glances, a silent pact of determination passing between them. Like seasoned detectives, they piece together the intricate puzzle of Frank's elaborate deceit. A shared resolve hardens their expressions as they delve deeper into the tangled web of betrayal. In Dorothy's kitchen, the air crackles with unspoken tension, a silent storm brewing. Lorraine, her face etched with anger and betrayal, brandishes a cell phone, revealing D in Frank's contacts. She gestures with the phone, her accusation hanging heavy in the air, a dam about to burst. Then, a crumpled receipt from a Scottsdale jeweler, a final, damning piece of evidence, confirms her worst fears. "I found your name in Frank's phone, D. I've been suspicious for months, and this receipt from a Scottsdale jeweler just confirms everything." In Dorothy's kitchen, a quiet tension hangs in the air, thick with unspoken words. My fingers tremble as I slowly unfasten the bracelet, each click a release of pain. This bracelet, a glittering symbol of Frank's deep betrayal, feels heavy in my palm. With deliberate, measured movements, I place the cold metal on the table between us. It lies there, a silent testament to shattered trust, a stark division between our two worlds. Lorraine's eyes lock onto the bracelet, a silent internal storm brewing within her. A subtle tremor in her hands betrays the calm facade, revealing her inner turmoil. Her voice, strained, delivers a bitter accusation. "He told me you were a widow he felt sorry for. Just being kind," she adds, the words dripping with sarcasm and pain. In Dorothy's kitchen, the air hangs heavy with unspoken tension, the word neighborly a bitter echo. The benign word twists into a cruel euphemism, Frank's actions laid bare in its hollow meaning. His permission slip to meddle, an alibi crafted from deceit, grants him false authority. I am reduced to a charity project, a mere footnote in his self-serving narrative. The kitchen's warmth feels like a cage, Frank's shadow looming over every surface. His condescending gaze, a silent judgment, leaves a sting that lingers in the quiet room. In Dorothy's cozy kitchen, the rich aroma of coffee hangs heavy, a silent comfort. Dorothy, with her kind eyes and knowing smile, gazes at me, a silent understanding passing between us. Our eyes meet, two women bound by a shared deception, a flicker of complicity in the air. I declare, he wasn't being neighborly, and I wasn't a charity case, my voice firm with resolve. In Dorothy's quiet Scottsdale kitchen, a heavy silence hangs, thick with the aftermath of a shared, devastating revelation. Two women sit amidst the ruins of their beliefs, their faces etched with the profound weight of betrayal. No anger, no blame mars the air, only a terrible, shared understanding of a man's deceit. Their gazes meet, reflecting the crushing burden of having trusted the same man, now a shadow of his former self. Frank Bellamy's beat-up sedan, packed to the brim, sits under the bright Sunridge Pines sky, ready for departure. He moves with quiet efficiency, avoiding the gazes of residents, a man on a mission of discreet escape. In the parking lot, Frank and Ruthie exchange a brief, almost perfunctory handshake, a silent farewell. Ruthie watches him go, a wry smile playing on her lips, then whispers, "He looked like a man caught shoplifting at 70 years old." In Dorothy's apartment, a quiet strength emanates from Lorraine's eyes as she exchanges numbers. A shared experience has forged an unexpected, profound bond between us. The air crackles with unspoken understanding, a silent promise of connection. Lorraine's gaze holds a comforting depth, a reflection of shared vulnerability and resilience. Our fingers brush as we exchange phones, sealing a nascent friendship with a gentle touch. The soft December sun filters through my apartment window, casting a warm glow months later. My phone buzzes, illuminating the screen with a new message from Lorraine, a beacon of hope. A profound warmth spreads through me as I read her words. "I hope this year is better for you. You seem like a good woman." Tears well up and fall, a release, for I realize how desperately I've needed this very moment. Morning sunbeams pour into Dorothy's kitchen, illuminating the familiar space with a gentle glow. Dorothy sits at her kitchen table, a picture of quiet contentment, the light catching her thoughtful expression. Helen and Ruthie join her, their presence a warm, comforting addition to the everyday scene. This shared moment has become their cherished routine, a silent testament to enduring friendship. A pristine crossword puzzle lies on the table, an invitation to a new challenge waiting to be conquered. Dorothy's gaze falls upon the puzzle, a small, knowing smile playing on her lips, ready for the day's gentle mysteries. Sunlight bathes the mesquite tree, its branches a vibrant silhouette against the azure sky. Two mockingbirds, tiny titans of the air, engage in a furious, chattering debate, their feathers ruffled. Their calls, sharp and insistent, weave through the warm air, a constant melody in Sunridge Pines. The tree, a stage for their daily drama, vibrates with their fierce, territorial squabbles. This familiar chorus, a backdrop to life, underscores the quiet rhythms of the day. The vibrant energy of the birds, a small but powerful force, pulses through the tranquil landscape. In Dorothy's apartment, a familiar glance falls to a bare wrist, a silent echo of a past self. The absence of the bracelet is a stark reminder of a deliberate, quiet reclaiming, a flicker of memory, a moment chosen to shed the weight of what once was. The space where it once rested now breathes with newfound freedom and resolve. This simple, bare wrist tells a story of quiet strength and a journey of self-discovery. Sunlight streams into Dorothy's cozy apartment, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Dorothy, lost in thought, sits in a comfortable armchair, her gaze drifting to a framed photograph. Her eyes hold a thoughtful expression as she reflects on her journey, a silent turmoil within. I don't regret feeling something again at 71, nor letting someone in after grief. My regret lies in trusting a man who didn't deserve it, a crucial distinction. Her voice filled with a poignant resolve. Inside Dorothy's quiet apartment, the Sunridge Pines silence amplifies the stillness of her own thoughts. A heavy, unyielding truth settles in her chest, a weight that cannot be lifted. The bitter realization dawns. Frank made even kindness feel like a dangerous deception. It is a harsh, bitter pill to swallow, yet it feels like the only genuine thing she has gained. Her gaze drifts, lost in the quiet contemplation of a truth that both wounds and clarifies. In Dorothy's apartment, the quiet hum of the building is a constant, almost oppressive companion. Her gaze drifts across the familiar, cluttered room, yet her eyes hold a distant, troubled look. Her mind is far away, wrestling with a profound internal debate etched on her weary face. A deep furrow appears on her brow as she ponders complex questions, lost in thought. Is loneliness a reason, or merely an excuse? The question hangs heavy in the air around her. Where does one draw the line between a lonely person and a liar? Her eyes betray a soul in turmoil. In Dorothy's apartment, a soft, gentle light of day fills the quiet room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. I sit, my gaze distant, lost in a profound reverie, the world outside fading into a blur. The silence in the room is palpable, thick with the weight of unspoken questions that hang heavy in the air. These questions swirl ceaselessly within my mind, a tempest of thought in a tranquil setting. They echo the silent struggles I imagine others endure, their own battles fought in quiet solitude. A profound sense of shared humanity settles over me, connecting my solitude to the unseen struggles of others. In Dorothy's apartment, soft lamplight bathes the room, casting long, peaceful shadows. I sit in my armchair, the quietude of the night settling around me like a warm blanket. A quiet resolve flickers in my eyes, a silent promise to continue the arduous journey ahead. The truth remains elusive, a distant beacon I must reach, no matter the cost. My gaze is steady, unwavering, fixed on an unseen horizon, a future I am determined to uncover.